I wasn't able to do any sports. They actually told me when I was 6 years old that I wouldn't catch 18.
Wow.
Yeah, and show that people like me that come from nothing, and when I say nothing, actually nothing, can get to heights that I may have never seen as a child.
I'm sure you can reach that level, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm in the most iconic calisthenics park in Bucharest and I have another guest for you. His name is George Alin. He's one of the top calisthenics athletes in Romania. If you watched other videos on this channel, you probably already know him. If not, today you're going to meet him. He's one of those guys who learned the planche in like 1 month or something like that. He's a beast. He competed in multiple calisthenics championships in Romania. He won the first place in Calisthenics Cup last year. He won second place in Barsylvania 2 years ago, and he competed in other competitions as well. So, without further ado, make sure you stay until the end of the video, because I'm sure we all have something to learn from him. So, stay tuned. He should arrive any second now. See you with the session. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
So I'm here with the man. Man, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
I already made an introduction video for you. I hope you'll enjoy it.
Thank you.
So without further ado, let's introduce you to the people. If you can tell us a little bit about yourself, when did you start calisthenics? Why did you start it? According to Supa Clarkson last theory, you will have some trauma, but we don't have to make the therapy session if you don't want to. So yeah,
I think I can make it like 5-10 minutes story.
please do.
So officially I started in 2021.
Okay.
In January, half of January. The reason was I just wanted muscle mass. I think
you were one of those skinny guys? Or one of the fat guys?
I was like 46 kilograms.
Oh my god.
Something like that when I started. So like every kid, I guess I got bullied in school. Me more, because I also had
the height issue, let's say.
Yeah, I think I was the shortest in my class. So I started with muscle up, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was your first...
Yeah. I just saw it. I saw a guy here in the park doing saddle planche and muscle ups, and I wanted to try too.
Who was that?
He's not training anymore.
Ah, okay.
I saw the guys like Tony and Robbie after.
Okay.
I did my first straddle planche. So I wanted to do muscle up, and I did muscle up without knowing what it is, without knowing what this sport was.
And you were able to do it from the first try, like?
Yeah, we know chicken. Well, I just
chicken wing.
I just did it. I had to. I just saw, and I said, let me try.
Wow, that's very cool. I already told the people in the beginning that you are one of those weird guys that can
gifted.
Gifted, let's say.
Yeah.
That learned the planche in 1 month or something like that.
1 month, yeah.
That's crazy.
By the time it was May, I was doing soupy planche, full soupy planche. Jesus. From January to May, I was doing front lever pull up.
So, sorry to interrupt, but for the people that are watching, just know that this is not something that usually happens. It's like very rare for someone to learn the planche so fast. I mean, for most of the people, it's like maybe 6 months, 1 year, maybe more than 1 year.
More,
yeah. So it's incredible. For me, when you told me the first time you learned the planche in like 1 month, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
I didn't know that planche was such a hard skill. I didn't know what tuck planche was. I didn't know the progressions before.
Zero theory.
After I did my first soupy full planche, I learned from guys like Robbie and the other guys that there was progressions before
the main skill.
Doing the main skill, and I was like, what progressions? What do you mean by that? I never saw. I saw lessons after, like in the summer. I saw lessons. I saw Andrea La Rosa, and I was like, wow, look at these guys. What are they doing? And I was like, maybe I can get there. If
For
that,
sure.
if I did full planche, so
You
so
did
quickly.
the full planche first and then learned the tuck.
Yeah,
planche
I
after.
didn't do handstand. I didn't do
Wow.
handstand. My first handstand was 6 months after I did the full planche.
That's crazy. Like what the heck?
And I was very skinny. I think my first full planche was when I was 50 kilograms. I just gained like from 46 to 50 back then. I was 16 and a half years old. And
Now
that
you're 21, right?
I'm turning 21 next month, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 4.5 years almost with very big breaks because my family didn't have a very good financial situation, yeah, and I had to work.
Mhm.
I was going to high school, I was going to work, and then I came here at 7 8 p.m.
Oh,
to
so
train
high
from
school, then work, then go to train.
from 4 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. I was on the road.
That's some
six
dedication
six
right there.
hours at work, and then coming here and train at least 2 3 hours, then going home at like 10 11 p.m,
Wow. Wow.
sleeping for 5 hours, and then
Repeat.
repeating the same thing for
Man.
1 2 years, something like that.
So you were training alone in the beginning?
I had two friends with which I started, but they were never into skills like that.
Okay. So just maybe sets and reps.
Sets and reps, yeah. So when I first saw the guy that was doing the set up planche, I was like, this is for me.
Huh.
I have to try this. I did it. Of course, not with protraction or straight arms, nothing like that. I didn't know these things back then. I was just doing what I saw.
Yeah.
So I did the first rhythm planche with bent arms, no protraction, and then after 2 3 weeks training with the guys here, I did the full planche. I have on my phone the video when I first
Nice.
did the full planche.
Nice.
So and then I just did what I saw. Then I discovered the guys on YouTube.
That's what I was about to ask you. If you learn more from your friends in the park or more from YouTube tutorials, or
I think I was just looking for something more. If there was someone in the park that did something more than me, I was looking,
at
and
his form, at his.
I was like, I have to do this. If he can do more than me, then I can catch up to him.
Okay.
I can learn from him, and I'm sure that if he did in 1 year this, I can do in 6 months.
Ha, nice.
I just have to see this. I just have to see and then try.
Nice.
I
That's
never actually trained really hard. I trained really hard, like now combos, yeah, of course, 3 4 hours every time. But then I didn't train tuck planches and stuff like that, tuck front level, nothing like that. One leg, no. I just have to see the form, the skill, and
But-
then I have to try.
I'm curious right now that you're saying this. So after you learned all the theory and the progressions and
Yes.
stuff like that, did you level down a bit to start trying those progressions, or you were just continuing with the planche and?
So in 2021, after like 6 months, I think, of doing skills calisthenics, I was doing dynamic skills also, 360 shrimps. I was trying for 540. I was doing a little bit of freestyle too.
But right now you only statics, right? For you.
Only statics right now, yeah. So I had to get a job in the summer. No more part time. I had to work full time. So I had to quit because again, not the financial situation was not good at all for me. I had to work to sustain myself, and I had to take a break, unfortunately, from I guess August September 2021 to February March 2022,
Okay.
something like that.
So no training in
No
this time.
training at all, nothing. Maybe a few push-ups at home, something like that.
Mhm.
So then I started again, and I was like, I can't do the same thing anymore. I was mentally not there
Okay.
to see again the skills, and okay, I'ma just do this. I had to take it slow.
From the beginning, with all
Yeah.
the progressions.
Of course, I was still doing straddle planche after the break.
Okay.
I was not doing full planche as well as I did before, but straddle planche, and then I was focusing on gaining some more mass to get at least to 60 kilos. And from February, March 2022 to July, I think I focused only on
Gaining muscle.
progressions and muscle mass.
Okay.
So it was sets and reps, training, tuck, one leg, all of these things. In 2022, actually, was my first Maltese.
Wow.
After the big break, in 3 months of doing these progressions, I did my first Maltese. Right there it was.
Wow.
I did my first Maltese. Straight arms. I can do it as well as I did then now.
So you just jumped into a Maltese or?
So I recovered my full planche. I was doing 2 full planche push-ups with hold. Also a press. I started training some rings a little bit. And some guy I remember.
But you didn't train for Maltese like?
No,
okay.
no, never. So a guy actually provoked me in a friendly way. He said, "You can do Maltese in 2 weeks from now."
And you said challenge accepted, right?
I said, "Okay, let me just watch me, and I'll prove it to you. I'll do it in 7 days."
Oh my
I
God.
did it in 5 days. I just tried all the time when I was a training.
That's crazy. I don't know if you know, guys, how Maltese looks, but if you watch this calisthenics channel, maybe you know, but it's hard as fuck. Like the planche is hard, but the Maltese, it's even harder. Wow, man, that's very impressive. And
Thank you.
I told the people in the beginning that you competed in multiple national championships. So when did you start competing? Like in what year?
My first competition was in 2022.
Okay, it was the nationals or?
No. It was a grab the bars competition.
Okay.
The first one, the grab the bars. We were like a team before. We were many people, and we wanted to do something different. So in Bucharest, we organized the grab the bars competition. So that was my first competition. It was April 2022, I think, after my break. So I said, okay, at least let me help the competition by being there. Maybe I can promote this somehow, some way.
Okay.
Let's help the community to grow, first of all. And second of all, maybe I can win. But first, let's help the community and do more of this.
That's a very good mindset. And the competition was based only on statics, or?
No, it was more like... so it was... Dynamics were a big part of the competition. So the guy who won was doing dynamics, and the second place was only doing statics.
Okay. And what place have you?
I lost in my first battle.
Ah, okay.
Unfortunately, but I had fun.
Of course, that's the first thing. Like, it's very important to have fun.
Very big emotions because it was my first competition. A lot of people here seeing me, and I was very confident. And I think that's part of my losing, because I really thought, bro, I can get to the final. This competition.
But yeah, I mean, that's a good mindset. You should be confident, but probably not cocky or something, right?
I was like, bro, come on, no one can beat me here. I was like that. And then a guy came that I'm very good friends with now, but then I wasn't. He didn't say he was going to participate, and he participated. And the first battle was with him.
Okay.
And he started in like 2016, 17, something like that. So at least 5 years of training before me.
Yeah.
So he had some very cool combos on rings, and he beat me.
Yeah.
I was after a big break, so I just had a front lever touch, 2 pull-ups maybe, and a full planche push-up. And that was my first time when I tried the one arm front lever on the rings.
Okay.
For me, there was a hold, but the one that
the judges didn't.
The judges didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I number 1, 2, 3 in my head, but it wasn't. So yeah, that was my first competition.
The first competition, yeah. Probably the fact that you were like this confident and then didn't.
It was the start of the downfall for my confidence in the competition.
Okay, you felt it like that. I was about to say that it's good because I don't know, it will make you more humble for the next competition or something like that.
Yeah, but it made me more humble, but that cockiness, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
because I was saying, okay, I will get to the final, no one can beat me. That was part of why I lost.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah.
understand.
So that's
So this was the first competition, and then you went to
then
Barsylvania, or
no, Barsylvania was a year later. I was then in I don't know what's the name anymore. It was a massive vegan who organized the
Okay.
competition. Vegfest
Oh.
was the next competition,
okay.
and I don't know if I got to the semifinals there. Something I wasn't very prepared. I didn't want to participate there, but again for the community, it was like 1 month after my first competition. So I went there, I participated, I won like 1 or 2 battles.
Mm-hmm. You didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. one.
No, not really, and I didn't consider the competitions a very big thing for me back then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's move on a little bit to the next topic. So I was about to ask you, after you discovered more of calisthenics, of the skills, the progressions, the theory, the athletes, the competitions, and all that, did you have any athlete that inspired you? Like, I want to be like this guy, so this is my
Outside of
Yeah,
Romania.
inside or outside doesn't matter. But
So
most probably you had one outside. Like,
I liked very much Andrea Larosa.
okay, wow, you went directly to back in the days.
Yeah, I
'Cause
was
Larosa is-
watching Ultimate Battles
Uh-huh.
when he first won.
When
And
he
I
won
won
against Victor Kamenov?
against
Or-
Victor Kamenov,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah.
And I saw his progressions before, like he started in 2014, and in 2015 he was doing one-arm planche push-ups 1 year after he started. So me to
That's-
this day,
That's crazy.
I can't understand
How it's possible?
how it's possible, and there is nobody.
I challenge
10
you to do
years.
that in 2 weeks. You'll do it in 6 days.
We'll see. 5.5 days. We'll see. 1 year later, he did all of these things, crazy things, and 10 years after, there's still not one guy that appeared with more potential than him in this sport. I truly believe that. So he was an inspiration for me from 2021. Then I discovered the forms, better. He was doing like the gymnastic form,
Yeah.
and I fell in love with the protraction, with the planche.
Yeah.
So then I discovered Livon in 2023, I think, and I was like, okay, this Livon guy has everything. He has everything. He doesn't miss.
I
He
think
has protraction. He has
right now
holds.
he's considered to be like the most, or maybe top 3 pushers in the world, right?
I
Like-
think I can name some maybe a little bit better athletes than him, but for me at least, I like quality more.
Yeah.
So for me, he's top 3.
Mhm,
But like volume and stuff, there are people who who
yeah.
does more than him,
Okay.
like for sure.
So speaking about skills, I believe planche is your favorite, right?
Of course, yeah.
But this
I'm a
is-
plancher.
This is one of the guys that is very balanced between front lever and planche. I saw a lot of athletes who are very good in planche but not so good in front lever, and others who are very good in front lever but not so good in planche. I mean, you have this balance between those. How do you train for them? Are you training both of them every day, or how's your current training?
My current training is depends on how I feel in the day.
Okay.
I train 3 times, 3 days in a row, and then 1 day I take off. That's my limit for my body. I train like this since the final of 2023, like in the winter. Till then, I train like 5-6 days in a row
5-6 days in a row without break.
without break. Yeah.
Wow.
But I was doing also sets and reps and stuff, so maybe a little bit of dynamics, no statics in that day.
Okay.
And now I'm at such a high level that I have to take a break. I can't do like
Yeah, I mean, I recommend to you people who are watching, and everyone should take a break from training, because muscle needs time to repair.
Of
And,
course. 8 hours of sleep is not enough, especially if you're doing big combos. If you're crazy in planche, if you're crazy in front lever, you need You need more time to adjust yourself. You can't be like Elias and other guys that say that they are training every day, especially in competition
Yeah.
season.
And I believe that will eventually lead to injury because that's how human
Yes.
body works.
Yes, it's your tissue won't
Yeah.
won't support your body
Exactly.
anymore
Exactly.
like that. So now uh, I try to, so the first day, let's say after the break, after the day off, let's say I start with planche, but I try to do planche 70% or 60% and front 30-40%.
Mhm.
Next day I'm doing more front lever and 40% 30% planche,
Okay. Nice.
and I'm trying to balance them as perfectly as possible to let me
To maintain a high level in both.
exactly.
Okay. Sorry, the wind is like never
Fucking
before.
awesome.
Yeah. So you were saying about the trainings. Okay, you mentioned that like 60% today planche, 40% front lever, the next day
course, yeah,
60% front lever, 40%.
And if I have a very good day, I think I can go full on things.
Mhm.
If I feel very good in the morning, I wake up and I say, okay, my muscles don't feel sore. Today I'm going 100%. Let's see what happens. And usually in these days, I see the most progression.
Mhm.
But those days are very rare. of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. What's a good indicator for you that would tell you that this is going to be a good training session? For a lot of people, it's like the handstand. If you feel a good handstand today, that means you're going to have a good planche day.
For me, it's not the first skill that I'm doing in the day. It's how when I wake up in the morning, I listen to music.
Okay.
So for me, it's a little bit, if the music hits this morning, very good for me. Like I can feel the music. I can take that hype to the training, and it doesn't matter if I have a very bad handstand or a very bad planche. If I have the hype that I had in the morning, I'm gonna recover and I'm gonna go full
Oh,
100%.
Nice. Interesting.
Yeah. So I guess every person has its things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. And what are your current goals, man? What are you preparing for right now?
So now I'm in the competition season. It's 2 months and 2 weeks away.
Yeah, the national Romania national championship is going to be in July.
In July 26th, 27th.
Mhm.
So for me, that competition is the most important competition in my life right now. Before that, it was Barsylvania 2023. It wasn't even nationals last year because I knew that I wasn't going to win because I knew how I was judged before, and
Okay.
they were the same judges, and I was like, okay, I have no chance to win this. I can bring pelicans, I bring super Maltese, I bring everything, every quality skill that I had, and I took the fourth place, and I was like, okay, this ain't for me, and I don't want to participate anymore in Romania after that.
Okay.
But this year, the judges are different. One of them being Lazans,
Which is insane.
the legend himself.
Yeah.
So I think this year I have a bigger chance because the guys that are judging right now have a better perspective. They know the skills. They know how hard they are. They know how much I work and other athletes work for a planche push-up.
Yeah, yeah. Or as you said earlier, like the Super Maltese, which is insanely hard. Like,
Yeah, I so in 2023 in Barsylvania, I bring the hardest skills, the Victorian iguana planche,
whoa, nice.
full Maltese on prono on straight bar, and I wasn't even at my prime. I'm not even at my prime right now. I wasn't even last year, but it was the hardest skills there, and I took the second place. So I bring even other insane skills at the nationals, and I knew that I wasn't going to win. And Adilupu, which is a very good friend of mine, and I respect him a lot. I respect you, brother. You deserve to win.
Also another top athlete.
Of course,
From
you
Romania.
deserve to win. You deserve to take the first place. You were absolutely insane. You have everything, dynamic, statics, everything. But I bring the quality, and the judges didn't like the quality. They like the quantity, and that's why I didn't even take the top. That was a problem with those competitions before.
Yeah, we'll see. This year is going to be different.
I hope it's
If,
going to be different. Even if I don't win, I want the competition to be fair. I want somebody to come and have better statics than me and be more complete and beat me. And I will shook his hand. I say, okay, brother, you train more than me. You deserve this. You're a great athlete. I hope I can battle you again soon.
Nice.
That's what I want.
That's a great mindset, man. We'll see. I can't wait for it. It's
The
going
hype
to
is
be-
there, of course.
It's
The
going to
hype
be amazing.
is insane.
Okay, so this is in terms of competitions, but what about skills? What is your goal right now? What do you want to achieve?
So I want to get back to 58 kilograms. I'm currently at 64, 65.
You are cutting right now, right?
Of course, I was at 70 in March, so 6 kilograms in 2 months. That's pretty nice, I guess.
That's great.
I want to do again the skills that I did before, the combos, big combos, 1-2 minute combos with most insane skills. Elite level, I would say, in my opinion, because I know how hard they are. I know, especially on Supi, I was doing 15-20 planche push-ups on Supi. So I know what I'm talking about.
That's
15 front pull-ups.
Are you still trying to do the? I know you did it before, but are you still trying to do it again, like the pelican?
The pelican.
Which is my favorite skill, by the way.
So now that we have the Drumutabere Park,
Yeah.
there is that's a perfect place to train it.
You have like to.
But on neutral.
Oh, neutral. Okay.
On neutral, and on neutral is actually kind of harder in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe, but
So,
is
yeah.
this harder than supination?
I think you can push more because I did it. You can push more like this.
Oh, okay.
Up.
Okay.
So I guess it's different for everyone that does pelican push-ups. I don't know if there are more than 100 athletes in the world
I don't
that
think
does it.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I'm gonna train it, of course. I don't know if I'm gonna bring it to competition, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bring some insane skills this year to nationals.
Can't wait to see that.
I can't say what I'm
I'm-
training for, but I think some people may already understand where I'm going with
And
this.
I'm sure that you're going to bring quality skills. I can't wait to see that pelican that you're talking about because, as I said, this is my favorite skill. I hope I can achieve that someday.
You will.
Ah.
I'm for sure 100%.
Thanks, man.
You will.
I can't wait. Great. I think it's about time to warm up a little bit and maybe do a little training session.
Of course.
Not
I'm
me
ready to-
because I'm pretty sore, but this is not about me today. It's about Alin. Speaking about your name, how is people calling you, man? George or Alin?
I don't know if there were 5 people in the world in 20 years that call me George.
Okay, so just Alin.
So just Alin, but it's a nice change of pace when somebody calls
you
me George. First, when they call me, I'm not saying anything because I'm not used
You're
to.
the-
But when they are, hey George, I'm like, hey, whoa, hey, what's up, man? So yeah, I guess everybody, not my family name, but George or Alin, it's great to call me. It's
okay.
it's all
Great.
good. Yeah.
Okay, let's continue with the warm up. Do you always warm up? Because I saw you sometimes here in the park like jumping straight into planches without.
Again, it depends on the day and how I feel. But if I do like more serious stuff, I want to warm up a little bit, so I don't.
I mean, that's your advice for the people, right? To warm up.
I think you should warm up. If you have like 7-8 years of experience and you're doing 30 planche push-ups, then you can do whatever you want. I can say
Yeah.
anything to you. But if you just start the calisthenics or have like 2-3 years experience and you just hold the straddle planche or full planche and you're training hard for other skills, then you should always warm up, of course.
Oh, look who's here. Robbie's here. What's up, man?
Yeah, don't focus on me, just focus on this guy. He has a great story and
Hello, brother. By the way,
a lot of things to say, and your attention should be on him now because he's a very big guy.
Thank you, Robbie.
also, if you haven't seen my podcast with Robbie, I will leave a link in the description. Watch that too. Okay, going back to the man of the hour. So, beginners should always warm up. Experienced athletes should know better if they need to warm up in that day.
You know your
or-
body better if you're
Yeah.
doing every skill that you wanted to do, if you're doing Malteses and stuff, and you competed and you know how it feels, how your body works, then you know if in that day you should warm up or not.
Of course, of course. Warm up, please.
Always.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my
After almost 5 years here in this park and training, you know some things about warm up that other people
Yeah,
don't know. And some athletes from here try to keep it for themselves, but I'm not one of them. I always try to help.
I mean, I believe that's the good thing to do. Like for the community, you always try to help others. Why not? Because
We should all grow together.
Yeah.
If we're one against each other or we don't like another athlete, then the others will see it. Especially these kids, 15, 16 years old,
course.
they will learn from us as they do every day. They come here and they try to train with us and ask advices from us. And if we say, "Oh, I don't like that guy," or he should not be here, or stuff like that, then they will also grow like this. And when they get to 20, 21, maybe they're great athletes, they will say, "Oh, I don't help that guy. I don't like that guy," or I'm not helping you because that guy 3 years ago didn't help me."
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. So you should always be good, kind, help each other, give advices, and that's it. Be a good person.
Let's grow as a community, right?
Of course, community is the most important.
Yep.
Especially for us.
I also wanted to ask you, what advice would you give to people to stick to the game, to beginners? Like, I know there are a lot of people who quit, like after 3 months. It's
Yeah.
the same in calisthenics as it is with a gym or other sports. So what would you recommend them to do to stick to the game?
So it's all part of the love. If you love this, if you care about this,
But what if they didn't fall in love with the calisthenics
at first or over
in those 3
time,
months, you know? And
and if they still want to do it but they quit, I guess give it always one more try,
okay,
second chance, because I think it's like if you quit on a person, how that person feel. If you quit on calisthenics,
how would calisthenics feel?
how would calisthenics feel if you quit on calisthenics? Did
Yeah.
calisthenics quit on you? I don't think so.
Calisthenics is always there for
It's
you.
always there, of course. But if you make a plan, especially if you're a beginner, and you say, let's say I want to achieve the front level, but you don't see
Yeah,
results
yeah.
in those 3-6 months,
But-
you should not quit. You should go to somebody that did it,
And can teach you how to do it,
can
right?
teach you either with some advices, either take him as a coach
Mhm.
if he coaches. But don't quit if that's your goal, because if you quit on a goal like this, what are you gonna do in your life?
Of course.
In your day-to-day life, you're not gonna be successful in anything
Yeah.
if you quit on this.
100%. And that's what I was about to say, like setting goals, it's very important to keep you for the long run.
Of course,
Always set goals.
Al-
Always set goals.
If you discovered planche in front and you did it after 1-2 years, then you're just gonna sit there and say, okay, I did this, I don't wanna do this anymore. I did planche, I did front, what else is there to do? The important part about this sport, and that's very, very, very nice for me especially, is that there is always something else to do. You can't just go, I did 20 planche push-ups today, what else is there to do for
it's
me?
like you have an infinite
Yes,
options
if-
to combos. To,
There are literally infinite skills in this sport, so why not go for it? Why not train? Why not go to another country and train with other guys? There's the community. There's love everywhere in
Yeah.
this sport, so there's always something to do.
yeah. That's right.
My lonely way.
great talk and a great session.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for coming.
Thanks for inviting me.
You are a big inspiration for me, and I hope Alin is also an inspiration for you guys. He's like a beast in calisthenics. Not a lot of people can learn the planche in like 1 month after starting calisthenics. It's unbelievable. So, a few final questions. One, do you do any coaching? Do you have any where people can find you if they want to get coached by you?
So I'm not officially doing coaching,
Okay.
but I guess I train a few people, not only giving advices, but I did have a few people that I train. I didn't charge any money, but if you want to get to a higher level or something, you can hit me up on Instagram.
I will leave a link in the description or on the screen.
If you are interested for doing skills or muscle mass or sets and reps, you can hit me up and we'll for sure get to a deal or something. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, I will leave links in the description, guys. And man, one final, it's not actually a question, but if you have any words for our audience, like people starting calisthenics, you already said what they should do to stick to the game. If you can give them any other advice.
So if you have love for the game will love you back.
I'm going to get this tattooed probably.
So just love the game. You might not get planche like I did in 1 month or something like that crazy stuff. Me, I think I'm gifted because I had problems all my childhood. I didn't do any sports. I had asthma for 10 years.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so from 5 years old to almost 16. I wasn't able to do any sports. They actually told me when I was 6 years old that I wouldn't catch 18.
Wow.
Yeah, they told me that I'm most likely like 80-90% going to die before I
Damn.
turn 18.
I didn't know this.
So it was asthma. It was chronic. I stayed in the hospital for every year for 6 months, for a decade.
Wow. Wow.
And when I got home, situation wasn't good because my father was and still is unfortunately an alcoholic.
Shit, man, I'm sorry.
So for me, it wasn't a home. It was a house where I just stayed. The hospital was more like a home for me than my own house. So my mom has also problems. So she wasn't there for me. She also stayed in the hospital. So it was me and my abusive dad.
Yeah.
So I didn't get support. I didn't get support in calisthenics. I didn't have money growing up. I didn't have even clothes. My parents would buy me clothes like once at 3 years.
Wow.
I didn't have, most of the time I didn't even have food in school to eat or something.
I believe path like this gives birth to champions, you know, like the level of
I also believe
dedication
that.
you have, the level of dedication you have and the love of the sport, it's like I can see it and feel it from miles away, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh,
And that's why I wanted to have you in the video with us and
Thank you.
share your experience with the people, because it's unbelievable how incredibly skilled you are and how humble you are. And thanks a lot again for helping me and all the other guys.
I hope I can help a lot of people in my life.
You will,
I think
certainly, will.
you should cherish your family. If you have a good family, cherish your family. Cherish the moments you have with them, and also cherish this sport. If you do calisthenics, cherish this sport because again, if you love the game will love you back. And the path to great power comes with a great sacrifice.
Yep.
Like I sacrificed, I was sacrificed my whole life. I think that's why I think I'm also gifted, because I didn't have anything. No, at sometimes I didn't have food. At sometimes I didn't have clothes. At times I didn't have someone to talk to, especially in my family. So cherish every moment. Thank your mom, thank your dad, thank your grandma, everybody in your family. And this sport, if you choose this path, you should know that it's a very hard path, but it's also worth it.
Rewarding.
It's
Very
rewarding, it's worth it. especially if you get to a high level like I did. At some point you will get rewarded, even if it's tomorrow, even if it's 2-3 years.
From now.
Yeah, so if you, especially if you are close to the park and can train, every day I come here, I take 1-2 hours on the road to train. That's how much I love this sport. I don't care about the road. I don't care that I started as I started. I just care to become great, to hopefully become champion, world champion one day, and show that people like me that come from nothing, and when I say nothing, actually nothing, can get to heights that I may have never seen as a child.
I'm sure you can reach that level, man.
Thank you. So
And
always,
thanks a lot for sharing this story of yours. I'm sure it's not easy for you to share this. Thanks a lot.
thank you.
Guys, please follow him on Instagram. And I don't know if you already made that YouTube channel or not. I hope you will do it.
I will. I think I have a YouTube channel because I did some stuff in 2018. I posted some games.
You should post more because you have
I definitely will.
huge skills, huge combos. You have to post them.
For sure, I will post the nationals, like the road to nationals and the championship itself, and hopefully it will be a great experience. Hopefully the winner will be me this time. I hope so. I'm really training for it very hard.
I'm almost sure it will be yours.
Thank you. So keep an eye on my Instagram because there I post more updates. Maybe I'll post more on TikTok. I didn't have TikTok until like a few days ago. I never installed it.
You should, man. You should post because
So-
I'm sure you will inspire a lot of people.
Thank you. So keep an eye, and we'll see you on Instagram. We'll see you on YouTube.
Great. I'll leave links in description, guys. Man, thanks again. It was
Thank you, brother. Thank you for
absolutely
inviting
inspiring. Guys, please subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video. And until the next time,
Follow this guy. Follow this guy.
Stay
He
strong.
deserves it.
thanks, man.
He works
Thanks
a lot. He deserves it.
Thanks a lot, brother. Bye.